Question of the day is private labeling versus custom. Are you doing private labeling or are you doing custom? Private labeling, a really good example of private labeling is everybody on Amazon. Woo! So you actually know this, you just had no idea that you were doing it or buying from private labeling. What that is Joe over here next door goes on to Alibaba and he finds someone to make water bottles that he really likes. Maybe he gives them his design or theirs. They stick his name on it. Joe from next door finds someone on Alibaba to make his water bottles, okay? So they're their water bottles from the factory. Should we pause with this train?
Wait, it's the cops.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll start over.
private labeling.
Okay,
Private labeling, take two.
private labeling is Alibaba and Amazon, let's say, for example. So congratulations, you had no idea you were supporting private labeling when you actually are shopping on Amazon. Example of private labeling is where Joe next door goes on to Alibaba and he finds a water bottle factory that he really likes. He uses their water bottles that they've already made and he puts his name on it, his brand, his label, his instructions. Then they send it over in a large quantity and then he sells it to you for a markup, distributed on Amazon, his website, wherever. Okay, speaking in terms of fashion, what you can do is private labeling. You can work with factories overseas. Locally, they probably don't have the stock for you, but where you put your name brand, your label on the clothing, on the bag, on the shoes, and then you sell it as if it's yours. If you guys both agree to it, then that's totally fine. Private labeling, it has its pros and cons, definitely. Sometimes it can go faster for you or it can save a lot of initial money. You may not be as proud of the project, but it's going to save you money because you don't have to make patterns and samples, right? It's going to save you time because it's already ready. You are going to have to usually do their minimum order. They'll say, okay, private labeling, we're fine with that. We have this shirt in 5 different colorways. Which ones do you want? You're going to have to order a minimum of 300 pieces or 1,000 pieces if you want us to put your label on it. Okay, great. So you order it. You've paid them more money. You haven't paid the cost it would be to produce this shirt at 300 pieces when it's yours. It would be lower. Private labeling, they want to profit on that as well. But again, you saved a lot of time initially for making your own patterns and your own samples. On the other side, when you're doing custom is where you're making your own from scratch. That's what I help my customers with. Either they're reinventing the wheel or they're making a full-blown collection. You're doing patterns, samples, sourcing all the fabric trims onto production. So there you have it, the difference between private labeling and custom is private labeling is someone else's design, they made it, you're sticking your name on the label. Custom is you doing it from scratch, it's your designs, you're proud of it, and no one else can take it. That's it.